If you're in the market for investment-worthy bags, watches, and fine jewelry, Rebag is the answer. Rebag is a luxury resale marketplace where each piece is carefully vetted and verified by experts to ensure quality and authenticity. If you're in the market, use Rebag to buy and sell finds from the world's top brands, including Hermes, Chanel, and Cartier. Head to Rebag.com to get 10% off your first purchase with code REBAG10. Shop today at Rebag.com. That's REBAG.com and use promo code REBAG10 for 10% off your first purchase.
Welcome to the PowerCat Podcast, GoPowerCat.com's Kansas State Athletics Show. Make sure you're subscribing to our show at Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you get your podcasts. Now, from the GPC studios, here's your host, GoPowerCat publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
Welcome to the Overtime, the PowerCat Overtime podcast. We're sponsored by Taco Lucha and So Long Saloon at the corner of 12th and Morrow, right there in the heart of Aggieville. Tasty.
Lucha and Saloon.
Hold on, Gills, I don't have you on. There we go. Ryan Gilbert and Zach Carlson with me, Tim Fitzgerald, here in the GPC studios. There are no dogs at the moment in the studio.
They will be.
Yeah, they'll be scratching at the door shortly. I had to cut it out. Did I just hear it? I had to cut it out of the Questions podcast, but they will make an appearance here, I'm sure. I'm a little more loose with the rules on this show, as they say. I'm looser, Gills.
He's a naughty boy.
Okay.
Hey, folks, I know you tune in here for the insights and humor of the incredibly talented staff here at Go PowerCat. But we're not going to have many sound drops this week because I'm on vacation, so I had to do this before I went on vacation. And folks, I want to get on vacation, not sit here and put in Anchorman quotes, which I just did right there.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. I'm very important. I have many leather-bound books, and my apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Yeah,
And that's the one bit you get.
It is. You know, I put a little extra mustard on last week. I put a little effort, and we got some good feedback. I tried something different. It seemed to work. Seemed to find a little groove there.
He's an idiot. He's always been an idiot.
Zach still didn't listen. That's what Zach does. He doesn't listen.
The chips did it for me.
Yeah,
That was an unforgivable offense. It was unforgivable.
We're finding out why Zach doesn't have a long-term relationship. The sound of eating chips is enough to end his relationship with the PowerCat podcast in terms of listening. He'll still talk to it, but he won't talk nicely behind its back.
It's a one-way relationship.
Again, we're sponsored by Taco Lucha and So Long Saloon, two staples of Aggieville. If you haven't been to Manhattan recently, they now have what are literally called corrals.
You two are trading horses and you need me in the corral.
On the sidewalk for customers. They are fenced-in areas in which they can serve alcohol out on the sidewalk, and on a lovely day, So Long and Taco Lucha will have their corrals packed with people. But don't worry, they turn their tables incredibly well because they have outstanding service, except for one bartender that works at Taco Lucha, and he stinks to high heaven.
He's becoming aggressive.
I wonder who that is.
Brian Gilbert's actually a really, really good bartender. Yeah,
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I'm not just blowing smoke here. He does a good job. They actually like him there.
No way.
It's shocking to me. I know it's got to be shocking to you, the listeners.
I'm good at making you wet your pants.
That's so true. That is so true. Thanks for bringing that up. No Cole this week. He's back in Kansas City. Did the Questions podcast with us by phone, and I had to cut up more of that than will have of this one. That makes sense, Zach? Did that come out right? I usually don't have to edit a lot on the questions, but between talking over each other and the dogs being dogs, I spent a long time with the questions. Yeah. That's why you get no sound in this. I'm punishing you, the listener.
He's lying! He's lying! He's lying! He's lying!
For screwing up the good podcast.
Zach, take it away. Right. Let's go.
From I Like Pickles Cat. Who in college sports looks like they smell the worst and the best? I have David Shaw smelling of rich leather and mahogany, and Jim Harbaugh having coffee breath. And you can talk about players, coaches, broadcasters, journalists, etc. I'm going to say that Jim Nantz smells like the Masters.
Just like
Augusta National
fresh cut grass is
what
cologne?
Jim Nance smells like.
Hunter Pence came to my mind. I don't know what exactly he smells like, but it's not good.
What are you talking about?
Is that college football or
It's a
baseball player?
professional baseball player.
Oh, was it college?
College sport.
Fitz, edit that out.
No.
I'm giving you stuff to edit.
No.
So
I'm not
just
editing it out. I'm even leaving it in your oh, crap. There's another one. I'm going to go with, on the college football side, Mike Leach looks like a guy that pulls his clothes out of the dirty laundry so it smells musty. It's like, oh, man, I didn't really have time to do wash this month, so I'm wearing this shirt for the 7th time. He just seems like that kind of guy.
Mike Leach is the type of guy that doesn't wear deodorant because of the chemicals in it. I think that is the type of person that he is. He smells terrible.
As someone who's become that way, I would agree, but my deodorant works.
Okay.
I hope. Best smelling in college football, probably Lincoln Riley. He smells like $100 bills and
Deception.
No, Lincoln Riley smells like Old Spice Fiji.
Hey.
that is.
Is that a personal attack?
It's the worst one.
Really?
It's the worst one.
Okay. Guess what I use?
Well,
Is it
good
smell,
thing I
have
can't
you ever
smell
been to Fiji?
No.
Then how do you know it smells like that?
This is true.
like all of the other Old Spice flavors, scents, smell. I'm not eating them. Don't look at me. I'm not tasting. All of the other ones other than Fiji are the best compared to Fiji.
How's Old Spice Jacksonville smell?
Fitz, where'd you get that water?
You like that? Yeah.
It's fancy.
It's core.
It's from Big 12 Media
I was
Day.
thinking the same thing.
Big 12 Media Days, but only the first day. Because they did not have any after a certain period on the first day.
I like it. It's water, but it's perfectly pH balanced. Supposedly the best pH water out there. It's a free ad for them.
Matthew Meyer at Baylor, at now Illinois, smells like McDonald's.
That sounds like personal experience. The way you said that made it sound like he's from Baylor. He smells like McDonald's. I know because he landed on me.
Yeah,
nearly
well, I
broke
wish.
my laptop. You wish?
Okay, next question.
Okay, from Ema Wildcat 82. What foods can you not stand but others think are okay?
Guacamole.
Fish.
I'm gonna dog on a sponsor here real quick. Raspberry bean dip.
Whoa! Controversy arrives in the overtime. How do you not like that?
It's just I like beans and I like raspberry. I don't like them together.
You don't like cheese?
I don't really
Pepper
care.
jack cheese?
Well, is it cream cheese? Whatever it is.
Yeah, pepper jack.
I'm not really a cream cheese guy, so that's probably why.
So raspberry bean dip doesn't work for you. Do you like women?
It's okay if I didn't.
That's true.
But
you
I do.
Do you like basketball?
Sure.
How do you feel about women's basketball? Is that like the raspberry bean dip question there? Look, you don't have to answer. You don't get in trouble here.
So random.
Yeah, I hate guacamole. I don't understand why people eat that nonsense.
I feel like I'm gonna vomit.
Milk is disgusting.
Milk
That's
is
a great
disgusting.
take.
I've never liked milk. Never.
I agree. Milk sucks.
I have a friend, a really good friend, who despises lettuce. For the taste and smell. Do you think of lettuce having a taste or smell? Is Daphne fly hunting?
Yeah.
She sucks. Oh, dude's in here too.
Yeah.
They suck so bad at fly hunting. They chase it and they lose it, and then they're the worst. They're the worst hunting dogs ever.
I like lettuce. Back to
How do you say you like or dislike lettuce?
Right.
You know, it's lettuce.
Yeah.
It's a leafy green. It's flavorless. Has minimal caloric impact.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like the core and
Right.
you got it cut. If it's well cut lettuce, you shouldn't really have a problem with lettuce.
Well, he claims he can taste it. And okay, but I agree with you. I think it's probably just that cheaper part of the lettuce. So this is going to get really busy here because this fly is buzzing through the studio. Let's move on.
from Wyatt Bollinger 15, who was a naughty boy on the Questions podcast.
He was a naughty.
What did he do? You got to throw me in here.
He pushed the limit.
He asked 2 questions, and his second question was really good, and I had included it, but I forgot to put the name next to it, so I had to go look up what the name was, and I was like, Wyatt.
And you're still going to include him on here? No punishment?
No, he got punished. He only got 1 question on the podcast.
Okay.
So
he got called he got called a naughty boy in the thread and here.
Apparently, it was a great question, but I didn't hear it. I don't know what it was. But here's his question. What is the favorite flavor of snack pack pudding for each GPC staff member? And he says that if anyone answers with tapioca, he is immediately unsubscribing for 1 month as a protest. And for the record, his favorite is the lemon flavor. I'm unsubscribing to you.
So what are my options here? I'm not familiar with this.
I don't eat pudding out of a plastic container. This isn't elementary school. I don't know.
I do it once in a while. I mean, pudding's got its moments, but it's not something I buy on a regular basis. But mine would be the chocolate with caramel. That's my favorite.
Vanilla.
Chocolate with vanilla is good. Do you just like vanilla?
Vanilla.
Just
is Wyatt going to unsubscribe if I say I don't want to pick any of them?
It's fine. You don't eat a lot of stuff.
I'll go
like
with
that.
Jell-O. Does that count?
That's okay. Yeah, you don't eat a lot of that kind of stuff. You're a healthy eater, man. It makes me sick. You weirdo.
But like,
here, you want a bite?
No.
Pudding has to be one of like the lowest level snacks, right? Like no one's like going, could really go for some pudding right now. Like
I actually really love pudding, but it does feel like you've gone back to dude just fart.
That was the dog.
Dude, did you just fart really loud?
Sorry. I farted.
It feels like you're regressing if you're eating pudding out of a little cup, like you become 8 again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the technology of the pudding cup has not advanced dramatically in my lifetime, and I'm troubled by that. We're dealing with 1970s pudding technology, and we should be more advanced.
If you say so.
Are you a yogurt fan? Do you like yogurt?
I love yogurt.
Have you ever had a Go-Gurt?
I didn't like the Go-Gurts.
Okay, now you got me going.
You can't complain about innovations in food delivery with pudding, which is close to yogurt, if you're not willing to eat a Go-Gurt.
No, I'm not going to go with you on that. Because yogurt, we had just yogurt, which was disgusting. Just the
yogurt, yes.
Yogurt, just unflavored. Blah. And then for years we had Yoplait, which was like the sugared up candy flavored version of yogurt that's really bad for you. Now you've got really good Greek yogurts with actual fruit in the bottom of the cup that you mix together, and that's my brand. I'm not going to mention them right now because I'd like them to sponsor me and be like when I start a bike team or something. Be my yogurt sponsor. Anyhow, no. Yeah. Dude, what are you doing, man?
Are you talking about Danimals? Danimals?
No.
Danimals was drinkable though too.
That stuff was good.
Do you want a pudding that's drinkable?
That's weird.
Then what are we complaining about?
I just
about the innovation of pudding.
I feel like now, look, when you go to McDonald's in 1978, you order a large, and it looks like what's now the small or medium drink, right? I feel like yogurt technology should be, instead of getting like 6 or 8 little cups, you get 2 bowls. You just get supersized pudding bowls. You can put your face in and go.
That was not a soundbite, everybody.
I'm sorry, Fitz, but the market there isn't a market for people that eat more than 1 serving of yogurt. Like
pudding or yogurt.
Yeah, whatever. I'm talking about yogurt here. Like you don't need 6 yogurts, and you don't need a supersized thing because you want more yogurt.
Yogurt. I want supersized of pudding because pudding's delicious, and 1 little cup isn't enough of pudding. Then you get the second cup, and now you're some kind of glutton because you've had 7 cups of pudding when all you wanted was 1 big vat of pudding in which to put your face and eat until you couldn't breathe. I don't even know what I'm saying now. But anyhow, better yogurt delivery would be great, and I wouldn't mind the little Go-Pud.
Go-Gurt?
Go-Pud.
Go-Pud?
Yeah, a little thing. You squeeze the pudding right into your mouth like it's a... Never mind. I wouldn't mind that at all. That sounds kind of delicious. I could be driving down the road, eating my pudding, squeezing a stick into my mouth.
From Jim Cat.
Thank you.
Who has the best French fries in Manhattan? And Jim Cat's answer is Tap House.
Well, we can't answer anything else but so long, right?
I'm seriously going to answer so long. I'm not even a big fry guy. As we've talked about in the podcast, Zach always gets to eat my fries, but rarely at So Long.
Not recently, because we go to So Long all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, dude nearly got the fly there.
Oh my gosh. These guys they're so bad at it. It's epic how bad they are at fly catching.
Jeez.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A's fries aren't bad.
I
like
can't
Stare at Riley because I know he's. Stare at Zach.
I
But I bet
can't-
Riley disagrees with that.
I can't say you can pick a chain for fries.
Well, sorry
I don't know.
about
I do like their waffle fries quite a bit. I'd stop getting them. I'm a good boy. I stopped getting them.
I haven't had them recently, and when we're talking recently, like within the last 12 years, but like the Country Club always had good fries.
Well, the country club eating the French fries.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk shit on fries?
Yes, you can talk.
Sure.
Tanner's fries are awful.
Don't talk on the country club fries.
They were good, though.
You don't like that place's fries?
No.
Why? What's wrong with them?
They're just bland.
Bland.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta get tots
Me
there.
at Midnight went there a couple weeks ago, and I was not impressed.
Yeah, I always got tots there because tots are delicious. We've established that. They're an important part of my diet.
You're so fat.
Probably So Long right now. I mean, that's... Jeez.
You're such a
They're
doofus.
growling at Marcus Watts.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
That eye black looks very much like the fly.
The fly just flew right by me. It's up there by Marcus Watts. There's a guy that looks like he smells.
So are we going So Long? Is that all of our
we
answers?
got
Goodness.
Yeah.
All around.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
The humans will be right back.
Diets and workouts, you've done the work, so why can't you get to your goal weight? That's because up to 70% of your weight is predetermined by your genetics. So while you've been told that it's all about your willpower, you're actually fighting your biology. Don't do it alone. Found's Doctor Design program uses medication as part of a treatment plan that targets your body's unique biological needs, so that your body works with you and not against you. Take the quiz at joinfound.com to see if Found's weight loss program is right for you.
My days working, taking care of my little ones can be a lot. I checked out care.com and it was so easy for me to find local, experienced, and background check sitters. Finding our babysitter was way more affordable than I thought.
Care.com makes it super easy. Search for qualified candidates. You can view their profiles, read reviews and ratings, check their availability, send messages directly, and get the help that you need. Care.com should be every person's go-to.
The ads are done. Speak Humans.
From Eric Schneid, if you could remodel concessions at the Bill or Bramlage with local fare only, what restaurants or breweries are you including?
So Long?
I'm going Varsity Truck.
That's a pretty good idea. Varsity Truck.
I mean,
sliders from So Long. Quick tacos from Lucha.
The grilled cheese mac and cheese should be a Manhattan flagship. Like, this is where it was born type kind of place.
Right.
Like, just claim it.
Yeah,
Act like it's yours. Other restaurants should be trying to mimic the Varsity grilled cheese mac and cheese. Like, it should be on every menu at a local restaurant in Manhattan type of thing.
Disagree with that at all.
It's like the bean dip. It's unique. I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Right?
Or the Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all in on that. I think we need Varsity Donuts available at games. That'd be kind of fun. I'd enjoy that. Why don't they have donuts at games? That sounds like a pretty good thing to eat at a ball game.
You know what I missed the most about Sprint Center was that Quick Trip that they had in there for a few years.
T-Mobile
when
get
they
rid of
opened
it?
No, it's been years. It was well before T-Mobile. I mean, it probably only lasted in there for 5, 6, 7, 8 years or so. It wasn't very long in there. Maybe I
remember that
2015. But there was a Quick Trip in there, and it was. I don't know if they had like roller meat. If I was doing a Quick Trip in an arena, I'd put in roller meat. But the best thing was all the prices were Quick Trip prices. You get a slushie for 99 cents.
That's probably why they went out of business.
Yep.
Probably their rent was really high.
But I think that arenas would, geez, guys.
And girls.
The arenas would be better if they just did more volume and at a less price.
Keep talking.
I don't know what else to say.
Food.
I went to catch the fly and it flew.
It's over here.
You're worse than them.
I got up. This fly's smart. This fly's got a lot.
He's
going on.
older.
Oh, it's right
Dude's
behind-
going to ruin the...
have as much
Oh,
energy.
no. Good. You
Did I just hold on to this the whole time?
Basically. Jeez.
okay? Probably Vista. You want some Manhattan Fare? Some Vista. Okay. And then I don't know. I don't know.
It's really kind of sad when you think about how many local restaurants there are in Manhattan, and you really start counting them on your hands.
I was trying to think.
No, I mean, but my other restaurants I like, Bourbon and Baker going to have small plates at the stadium? I don't think so. Wine Dive going to have a wine selection at the stadium? I don't think so.
I mean, chicken and waffle sliders. That'd be good. You know,
this is the background to this is just awesome. This dog's.
There's two in here now.
Oh, they're dueling. Lovely.
Oh, great.
Fitz needs some fly tape.
There's two now. I love this.
Oh, boy.
Chaos. Oh, I'm reading the questions, so I should probably move this on, huh?
Yeah.
From Calm Manhattan Waters, what is your opinion on tournaments holding third place games?
Nope. No. If you lose, you don't want to go back and play. Yep. State tournaments do that. The NCAA used to do it. They used to have a third place game, which is so weird to think about. Can you imagine losing in the semifinals of the Final Four and then having to come back 2 nights later and play?
Did K-State ever play in a third place game?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever win? I don't think they ever won the third place game, did
I'm
they?
not sure. I don't think so.
I think they went 0-2.
Yeah.
Every Final Four they went to. Possibly.
No, they
don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Oh, they have been.
They should have won, but Ernie Barrett was hurt.
Right.
Yep.
I'm fine with them if there's like a trophy or like a bronze medal. Like if it's the Olympics, yes, you should have a third place game for the bronze medal.
Agree.
There should be that. World Cup, I'm fine with them having a third place game because it kind of establishes who the third best team was in that tournament. It only happens every 4 years, so I'm good with third place games in the World Cup. Especially gives you an extra game for the host country to have another opportunity for fans to go to a game. Good with that. Youth sports, not really. I don't think you need one.
I guess I see it for high school, like the state tournament. You know,
it's the same logic you just had with the World Cup.
I think for state tournaments, yeah, I'm fine with them having third place games. But if it's like, you know, if you're a traveling youth baseball team and you're U12s and you make it to the semifinals of a tournament on a Sunday,
right? Go home.
Do you really need? Yeah. You've played 6 games already this weekend.
Do you really need? Places. You tied for third. Go home. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I think you should have third place at a dog show.
Well,
oh my God, these guys are idiots.
This is incredible.
This is
incredible.
The best part of my week right here.
Anyway, last question of the overtime. Already? There was only 7 questions.
Wow, this is going to be the quickest overtime.
Sorry.
Wow.
We were being nice to Fitz tonight and this week.
Okay.
From Eric Schneid, pick one fictional athlete from a sports movie as a recruit for a K-State team for the upcoming year.
Roy Hobbs.
Go pick me out a winner, Bobby. And then when I walked down the street, people would have looked and they would have said, there goes Roy Hobbs, the best there ever was in this game.
Roy Hobbs and his bat. Yeah, Roy Hobbs. They'd be playing in the College World Series. They had Roy Hobbs.
Never heard of this movie.
What is wrong with you?
The Natural?
Nope.
Okay. I hope I got my
I'll add it to my to-do list.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Who else?
I'm going to add Calvin Cambridge.
Who's Calvin Cambridge?
Calvin Cambridge, played by Lil Bow Wow, is the star of the movie Like Mike, a movie where an orphan finds a pair of sneakers that happen to be worn by Michael Jordan, and he gets them and he gains super basketball ability, and he is like a 12-year-old playing on a fictional NBA team.
That sounds it's a documentary, right?
It's a documentary.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
I personally think the way basketball recruiting is going, they got some openings. You know, they need some more players. Jerome Tang's talking about not even filling all 13 of his scholarships. How about if they signed Teen Wolf?
You still want to dance with the wolf?
That guy had some mad ups. Plus, he's very intimidating on defense because he's a wolf. But he's teen.
We make fun of you for how you say Italian.
Yeah.
You say wolf.
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 It's a woof. Woof.
Well, I did not. Wolf. Teen Wolf.
Wolf.
He added the L there that time.
Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Wolf.
Wolf. I do kind of leave out the L.
You leave out the L a lot. Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. It's in there.
But that's also another Kansas thing, too, is pronouncing wolf.
You know what I do all the time, and it drives me crazy because I can't stop? Tuh. Kansans use it a lot. Midwestern people use it a lot. Like, you don't even realize you're using it to go to the store. We say tuh instead of to. Or
I'm going to the store. I'm going to the store.
I pick it up a lot with other people. Gills, you got any characters from movies that...
Well, I know this isn't a sports movie, but Casper is a character, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned basketball. You should just have Casper sit on the bench, and nobody can see him because he's a ghost, but he's there. So that's why they don't have all of their scholarships filled.
I see.
Does that make sense?
I see.
To you.
Can I pick LeBron James starring as himself in that one movie with Amy Schumer, but as a football player because he still has football eligibility?
Oh.
Sure.
Smart.
He wouldn't have football eligibility. He's too old.
At this point, yes. But 10 years ago during the lockout, that was a fun conversation to have.
I probably, I just totally spaced off the name, but I'd probably have Gene Hackman as our basketball coach. Sorry, Jerome, you're out.
Well,
this old guy that has old ways of doing things and carries around a piece of paper that probably has nothing on it.
Talk to guys I coached 40 years ago, and it feels like I was still their guy.
Probably has like his shopping list.
I'm shocked that neither of you guys have mentioned anything with Ted Lasso yet.
Oh.
I know if Midnight was
we don't have him in soccer. What are we going to do with this?
Why? Ted Lasso is an American football coach.
Yeah, he coached at Wichita State.
Coached at Wichita State, and they had to get rid of the program. It was that bad.
Yeah, and then Ted Lasso had to go to Europe because he was so embarrassed by what he did.
And then he goes and gets a team relegated.
I probably would play...
How did they not sack him? Seriously.
I would replace Gene Taylor with the owner in a second. I'm sorry, Gene. She's just more attractive than you. You're out.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's very off topic from what the question actually was. I don't think that she can be a recruit for a K-State team. Is there anybody else super
Have I watched a good sports movie? Like, it just doesn't seem like there's good sports movies out anymore.
No. When was the last good sports movie?
Top Gun. About beach volleyball.
I mean, I'm thinking like Ford versus Ferrari, but that's motorsports. That's not an actual...
That was a
sports movie. It was. That's the last movie I saw in theaters. By the way,
like, wow, that was released in 1983.
Yeah, the guy that played Batman was in it.
Hey, since we're short here, are you going to go see Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah, eventually, if I remember before they take it out, because it feels like movies right now, they aren't producing a whole bunch of them. You know, they're still kind of ramping back up production, but
they're moving a lot of them to streaming.
But it feels like they'll put them in the theaters for a couple weeks and just say, meh, you waited a month? Too bad.
I think this will be out for a while.
I think it will be too.
You've never seen Top Gun, have you?
Nope.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
No interest.
What?
Why do you hate America?
I love America.
We just came off Memorial Day, and
it's too late. I can't. I gotta wait till next year to watch it.
God. What was Maverick's sidekick?
Goose?
The gun.
Goose.
The Top Gun.
Goose. Did you remember Goose on Memorial Day? Goose had sex with Meg Ryan. I think that's pretty significant.
In the movie?
Hey, Goose, you big stud!
That's me, honey.
Take me to bed or lose me forever.
Well, he didn't show it.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it now. Oh, they didn't show it. Never mind.
But he had...
I guess that is a sports movie because it's about volleyball.
It's about beach volleyball, yeah. So with the backdrop of fighter jets.
Yeah, I'm not sold on this movie.
Oh, my gosh. Top Gun was a great movie. Maybe
apparently everyone's saying that this one is better.
This one's everyone's saying this one's. I mean, we're not even talking the youngs that didn't live through Top Gun when it was out in movies. You know, when it was in the theaters. People that would know saying this movie is the perfect follow-up, the perfect sequel, and it might even be better.
Like that's rare to say about a sequel movie for anything.
So some would say it's the best sequel I've ever seen. Which is amazing because
like 30
that's
years
like,
later, right?
like that's comparing it to The Dark Knight. Because The Dark Knight is a sequel
technically
to Batman Begins.
I want to see Top Gun Maverick. It's weird it took so long to get released because they had the pandemic and it got slowed down, but then they kept moving it back and moving it back. So usually that's a sign of suckage. You know what I mean? They're like, well, we got to fix this. How are we going to fix this? But it was the opposite, apparently. They knew what they had, so they wanted to wait till people were back in the habit of going to movies.
Yeah. Smart.
Very smart. Dude's giving up on the fly hunt. This is the world's shortest overtime. I didn't have to do much to it. Why? Because I give up on life. I'm going on vacation. That's why. Stop into So Long and Lucha whenever you're in Manhattan. They're great people. There's one sketchy bartender at Lucha, but he usually leaves his pants on. Little Gills doesn't come out.
Thank you for listening to the Power Cat Podcast. Make sure you're subscribing to our show at Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you get your podcasts. Power Cat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com.
With Blue Link Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading Blue Link Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.